So we know how to do taps, which is nice. But for the full snare parts, we want to be able to put single loud accents, or louder notes that is, in with the other ones. So the way we do that is with a different technique called a whip. It looks like this. So it's like there's a string in your wrist, or like you're pumping a handle for the big motion. It's not this thing, like a drawbridge, because that puts a lot of strain on your wrist. So let's do both hands the same, some whips. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very nice. Now do a whip and a tap. Remembering to keep the tap very, very quiet. And as you string this together, you find you can do your pickup for the whip at the same time as the tap, so it becomes a single flow motion. So I'll do a little bit faster and you'll see what I mean. 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Now let's do 3. Whip, tap, tap. Whip, tap, up. And this is where you kind of get that feeling that it's this flowing motion, hopefully very relaxed, because we're again getting to stick to all the work. And for 4, whip, tap, tap, up. So the goal with this exercise is for both hands to sound the same. Well, another way you can practice this and get closer to using it in real parts is by having things where the hands accent at separate times. So for the 2, we can put the accents different times, and we get the starter samba reggae part, which is the same as the Rafi part. So we go 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. So we're always going right, left underneath. So let's try this, and focusing on keeping the taps very low and the whips sounding the same. 2, 3, 4. You can see, even though my sticks are free to fly around, my hands are still low, and actually when you're doing this faster whip thing, which, you know, lower down helps you go faster, it's more of this than this. So this motion is like, you know, when you use the old-fashioned hand dryer and your hands are still wet. Yeah, so that's for 2, and then for 3 we can do the Bhangra snare part without the da-da-da-da-da part. So that looks like this. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And again, good to keep your taps very low and to really check that both hands sound the same volume and the same strength in that. If you've got time, you can practice leading with your left hand. That will also help strengthen this other hand. For the 4 cycle, you can put it into things like Kala, so that ends up like this. Keeping the other hand just low all the time. Yeah. So then, as I was saying, if you're playing the full parts, that's going to be combinations of 2, 3 and 4 over this right, left pattern. So hedgehog looks like. And the important part is don't push this before it's comfortable. Gradually build to it. And if you can't do it in time, then yeah, take some time to work on it. Or do it for a bit and then drop back out.